Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Totally Tim Show. I am Totally Tim, I am your host, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be welding. We have our extension cord, we have our plug-in hooked up over there, and so we've got our welder hooked up. What we're going to do is we're going to weld some hooks on the face or on my bucket, my front loader bucket, so that I can hook chains to it. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is make sure that these are where we want them. So I'm going to mark off, I think 8 inches, and I'm just using a screwdriver. So 8 inches and 12 inches would be just fine. Now that I've marked them off, I'm going to go ahead and kind of move them to the side just a little bit. And I'm going to use my grinder and just clean the area up just a little bit. Now I have my hooks. I want one of them to come forward and one of them to go backwards. Let's grab the welder. As always, make sure that you're wearing the appropriate gear. Make sure that you have the right kind of materials on. I just have this little jacket, but it really helps out quite a bit. And got me a new welding helmet because my old one kind of messed up a little bit. Turn our welder on. See if we got some giddy up here. Like this one, so we have the capacity to put her in there and it won't come free. And sometimes we go all the way around the bucket and we'll need one that comes this way. 3/8 is a little bit big, but I think 3/8 works out really super well. Let's get this started on the other side. This is rather unique because we'd actually lost the audio. It was kind of weird, but I had purchased this forklift kit, conversion kit for the front of my loader off of eBay. And so I decided I was just going to kind of throw that into this video and show you guys what it was all about. I thought, wow, these are really super cool because they were like 4,000 pounds. You know, they would lift 4,000 pounds, but they're relatively inexpensive when it comes right down to it. So I wanted to test the quality and thought, man, I'll just put them on and see how this works. But obviously I had to lift up the bucket so that I could get in there and put all this stuff together. And then I had to like take my wire brush. Well, I had to find my wire brush first and kind of clean off the edge of the the bucket so that I could attach it, because on these particular forklift pieces, the units, actually, they have like a little tiny lip that goes into that cutting blade, and that's kind of how it sets on there. So the handle itself is to just keep it from tipping back and forth. But really, I thought these were amazing because they were really good quality. I mean, the bolt itself was a good 3/4 inch bolt, super nice attachment to it. I found later though that the piece on the bottom was not actually, it wasn't like a bearing type thing. It was actually just an oversized nut that was threaded on there and was rounded off on the edges. But as I started to put this together, I thought, what in the world is going wrong? Because it didn't seem to fit properly in my bucket. And then I realized, well, the reason why is because there's like underneath the bucket, there's like this piece of metal, this gusseting piece of metal that goes underneath on both sides. And I originally wanted them to be all the way out there at 6 feet, but unfortunately that wasn't going to work for me, because the unit has to, because the back is flat, it has to go on those little gussets. So I had to move it over there to the side of where the gussets were. But overall, it was about 4 feet of space that I was going to end up with, and that's totally perfect. It's easy to pick up a pallet with that. Wanted to double check and make sure that it was going to be relatively solid. There is a chain link on the thing so that you can actually link it, go all the way around from where my hand is now to, you just go over the whole bucket and then you hook it on the bottom, and then you can put a tensioner in there and basically tension that chain down, which will really help it lift even heavier weights. I was looking for a tool at this time because I was like, I really want to get this thing as tight as I can. So I grabbed just a box end wrench and just really torqued it down, probably a little more than I probably should have, but it didn't break, nothing happened to it. It lasted just fine, and it really tightened it up. It made it super, super nice. And then these little side pieces went on to actually keep them at the right distance apart from each other, which I really appreciated. Good quality build. I was glad I made this purchase on eBay. That was really worked out beautifully. So underneath this, there is some gusseting for the bucket itself. It's just basically a piece of metal that goes around on the back side, or the underside around through the back to make it work. These are the 4,000 pound ones, and I got it with the bar that goes in between the two of them so that it maintains the right distance between them. This one doesn't have anything special to it. The other one goes on right over there. So I'm going to grab that other one and put it on. I have to say the quality of these is really, these have really good quality for what they are. What you do is you just put them on like so, and then there's a little lip spot right down in there that actually catches onto it, keeps it square. And then we're just going to turn this till it gets tight, or take a wrench, super tighten it. Sweet. Now I don't move at all. Hey everybody, thanks for watching today's show. I sure appreciate you guys being here. You guys are amazing, and you are the reason why I do this. These turned out really super nice. They're definitely worth the revenue that I spent on them. These are the 4,000 pound ones that you get on eBay. They're really super nice. I really like them a lot. I haven't had the opportunity to use them yet, but here they are. I did get the kind that has the little piece in the middle. That piece just basically keeps them from moving back and forth, because having all of the stress on this one bolt would be probably too much, but I'll let you know how they work out. So stay tuned, because the next episode we are going to be working on doing the thumb. We're gonna put the thumb on the bucket side. And I'll show you guys how to do that, give you some instruction and let you see the instructions. So till next time, guys, thanks for being here. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Be good to each other.